What do you get when you have 2 microphones, a bottle of bourbon, and plenty of time to kill? It's the Bourbon Talking Podcast with Billy and Jimmy. Glad you found us. Sit back, relax. Let's see what we get into.
You're killing me.
Killing me softly with his... Killing me softly. Oh, goodness gracious. All right.
And you decided not to use GarageBand, but started singing. What the heck?
Yeah, well, it never helped me anyway. Doesn't make me sound any better.
So all this time, I mean, you kept saying it made me sound better, but it really didn't.
You already sound great, little buddy.
And this damn bottle's kicking my ass. Oh, there it went.
There it went. Oh, let me see that
I
thing.
smell the cork. Just like that old. He used to do the same thing with the.
Some sarsaparilla.
He used to do the twist off cap off of Boone's Farm and smell it out.
You
too.
crack it and then you spin it with your thumb. Bzzz.
So yeah, he's used to smelling good wine caps.
Wait now, before you
Okay.
get to pouring, what we got today, Jimmy?
Oh, what we have?
That's some stuff that my better half found, wasn't it?
Yes. Terry found this, and I keep wanting to call it Colonel Sanders, but it's actually Colonel Taylor. Colonel E.H. Taylor. It's a single barrel, first and only. Not quite sure what that is. Again, I'm not.
Yeah.
Bottled in bond. 50% alcohol by volume. So
100 proof.
100 proof. Got a little kick already. I can smell it. And it's straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey.
What town of Kentucky is that bottled up in?
The Bluegrass State. I don't know.
Don't you pour none of that shit out trying to read that label.
I'm not. I'm trying to do all this stuff the same way.
I think it's Lexington.
You know what? I don't have
Franklin.
glasses, and you have
Franklin. Ain't it Franklin, Kentucky?
Man, I don't know. It doesn't have it.
We got
Frankfort, Kentucky.
Frankfurt. It's right next to Franklin.
Right next. Yeah. You know, Kentucky and Germany are like right next door to each other.
Frankfurt, Kentucky. All right.
Holy cow! We haven't even started drinking yet. Yeah, I don't.
You would drink the bourbon and you would like it. Yeah, I've never had German bourbon, so that's not where that's from.
Hi, old Taylor.
Easy now. Ooh, we should have had that on microphone. Here, hang on. Y'all got to hear this.
They probably did.
Ooh, did you hear that? Man, goodness gracious.
Oh man!
All right. Sounded better when you did it. All right.
I don't know. It had some pretty good
Right.
sound effects going there.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man.
Let's try out Colonel Taylor here.
Colonel Taylor.
All right.
I mean, was he not good enough to make general?
I don't know. We'll have to look him up. You think he was a Civil War colonel?
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that one. Woo! Got a little burn.
I got a lot of burn.
Oh, now I see why he didn't make general. He wasn't smooth.
Unlike what we drank last night, it's got I'm not going to talk about it a whole lot, but there's some good things about this.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, and I got to go get the door.
Ready, break. All right, talking about this Colonel E.H. Taylor bourbon. So there's a couple of different brands that are distilled in the same place. One is W.L. Weller. The other one is Eagle Rare.
No way.
The other one is Blanton's.
Get out of town. Shut the front door.
Because it's all done at the Buffalo Trace Distillery. Long history starting in 1771 all the way up to the current present day.
Wow.
But Colonel Taylor had bought this distillery. Then they hired this 16-year-old office boy. His last name was Blanton. And it's just been going on and on. It survived a big fire. But yeah, go to buffalotracedistillery.com and read up on the history of that. It's pretty interesting. But they have, they've got 5 brands that they produce from there, and this is one of them.
Well, I'll be doggone.
Yeah.
And, and I got to admit, it's a little strong.
Yeah.
It burns a little. I'm not going to lie.
Sure is getting tasty as she waters down, though.
and
that first punch is like, gotcha.
Yeah. It's like, ouch. No, it's all good. We'll rate this Mr. Taylor here at the end, and we'll give you our thoughts.
So it all began in 1771 when Daniel Boone passed through Leestown on the Buffalo Trace.
Daniel Boone.
Yep.
Heard he was a man.
He was
a big man.
Didn't he have a big ox with him? And he no. What show am I getting that from? The lumberjack with a big ox. What was that from? Old cartoon.
It was his ox. Blue was his name.
Yep.
But it was the lumberjack guy. It was not Daniel Boone. It was not. Daniel Boone had a coonskin hat and a musket.
Too many TBIs, man. Gets all my memories mixed up.
Like, well, we just cut him off. Mr. Taylor's really potent.
Right. And Colonel Edmund Hayes Taylor, he purchased the distillery and christened it the OFC in reference to the belief that the finest whiskey was produced in old-fashioned wood-fire copper stills, is what OFC stands for. And that was in 1870. And then a few years later, he invested $70,000 and he built a new distillery on the site. Man, $70,000 back in 1872 was, what, 70 million today?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Wow. I mean, this is probably the most bourbon talk we've ever had.
Yep. OFC Distillery, purchased by George Stagg, along with the adjacent livestock farm. Taylor continues to oversee operations in 1878. They built multiple warehouses in 1881. Lightning struck and burns the OFC distillery in the Great Fire. It is rebuilt immediately in yet a grander manner at a cost of $44,000.
Wow, it's got to be our biggest bourbon episode of the
1897. Albert B. Blanton joins the company as an office boy at the age of 16 years old.
Dang.
The Gilded Age ends, and Albert B. Blanton is appointed as the still house and warehouse bottling superintendent in 1990. I'm sorry, 1900, not 1990. That was like yesterday.
I say it's the truant officer was looking for him at 16. Where aren't you in school?
In 1921, Albert Blanton became the president of the Stagg Distillery. In 1933, Prohibition ends, and only 4 distilleries in Kentucky were capable of producing whiskey after the Prohibition. 1937, there was a great flood that was 17 feet above the power plant and 4 feet above the whole warehouse. That's a hell of a flood. 1937. In 1942, the distillery produced its 1 millionth barrel of bourbon after Prohibition. So in 9 years, they made a million barrels. They're cooking that stuff up pretty quick. Yeah.
Well, you figure out how to do it after all those moonshining years.
Yeah. In 1984, the distillery introduced Blanton's, the world's first single-barreled bourbon. Pretty interesting, man. Oh, in 1999, the distillery's renovations are complete, and it's rechristened as the Buffalo Trace Distillery. The distillery's new flagship brand, Buffalo Trace, is launched. And only a year later, Buffalo Trace Distillery is awarded the Whiskey's Advocate Distillery of the Year. First American distillery to win this prestigious international award.
Well, Shazam.
Yeah. Pretty cool, man. All right, there's your bourbon info for today. Check back with us next week when we learn about
milkshakes. What?
Some random shit.
Well, I mean, think about where you could go with that one. I mean, you got the Frosty at Wendy's, you got the Blizzard at Dairy Queen. I mean, the milkshake has actually spun off into many other things.
I was going to talk about the migratory patterns of the red-crested marble.
I'm going to stick with milkshakes.
Let's go with milkshakes.
What is a parfait?
I don't know, but it's good when it got peanuts on it.
And chocolate.
Yeah.
Like, when did a sundae become a parfait?
Yeah. What's up with that?
Some of that shit. Another spin-off of a possible milkshake.
I'm not Googling that. I'm not going down that road. I refuse. Yeah.
Give us an inch, we'll run all day with it.
That's right. It's the eclipse and the apocalypse about to happen. Government deploying.
Oh, you said apocalypse, not eclipse. Okay.
Yeah, apocalypse. The apocalypse.
All right. Well, we got the apocalypse coming.
They were sending out all these letters to schools, closing schools, telling the kids not to go outside between the hours of 1 and 4 p.m. And it was just kind of weird because when you and I were in school and we had a solar partial eclipse, man, it turned into like a science day.
It turned into you go outside a field trip outside.
Made those little things.
You make your own little, you put a little pinhole in a piece of cardboard and use it as glasses, and you looked up.
Well, not look through the hole. You put it down, let it shine, and you watch the eclipse go through. Y'all did it backwards.
My science teacher said, hell no, look.
That's why Jimmy can't see off his left ear now.
Exactly. Can't hear it out of my right eye either.
That's good stuff.
Science projects will get you in trouble.
Yeah.
So, hey, and don't forget, vote for Jimmy Dubberly for Port Authority, District 2.
Yep. Even our fans in Argentina and Russia and Thailand.
Just do a sign-in ballot. You're good.
Yeah.
I wonder how many election violations I just got on that one.
Yeah. We'll edit this out.
I wouldn't. I'd let it ride, man. Jimmy Dubberly's got people doing write-ins in Russia.
14 million votes. Oh, my God. Trucks backing up, dropping a beep, beep.
Not that many residents in the state of Florida, let alone the county. Let's get the word out. Vote. Congratulations to South Carolina women winning the national title there. So they beat Iowa and Caitlin Clark. Get on South Carolina. Go SEC. Southeastern Conference.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the dog snoring. I didn't know what that noise was. I thought it was
I think it's the edit board about to go.
I thought it was it was a phone ringing on silent or something. I was like, it's not my phone.
No, everything vibrates when he's snoring. I thought we were having another earthquake. My glass was rattling. We did not have an earthquake here. New York did.
No, yeah. They got all the fun. There's been a lot of earthquakes here lately. Taiwan, Fukushima, New York.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but North Carolina or New York needs to kind of be demolished and start over anyways.
Yeah, a little shake, rattle, and roll up there.
Good grief.
I mean, the only thing happening today is the eclipse. That's it. It's like taking over the world. So,
well, it's coming to an end.
It's coming to an end.
Yeah. The animals are supposed to go nuts and all kinds of stuff. So
yours still seems to be doing what it does best.
Sleeping.
No effect on English bulldogs.
None
have been reported.
Both
in
of them
Florida.
are sleeping.
They're sound asleep.
They are out. Other than, let's see, Trump got his bond reduced to $170 million. He's already paid that. Biden is still pushing for electric vehicles really hard, even though he drives a 1960-something Corvette with a big V8.
That's because the overlords in China tell him to do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to do a recap in case the rest of the world was snoozing on what's going on. So, and that's enough of our political banter for the day. And back to more important stuff in the world. Yeah, there's nothing. It's kind of lame, unless the moon crosses in front of the sun and the sun decides to go dark and never come back on. Could get cold.
It could.
And
waiting on Israel to sacrifice the red heifer. That's coming up.
Yeah, the red heifer. Any relation to Netanyahu?
I don't think so. Never knew I always spelt heifer wrong. Anyway, spelled different. Not that I type it a lot, but I guess I've never done it right.
Do I dare ask?
Well, I didn't have an I. And I had two F's. Heifer.
So would you try to spell like Hugh Hefner?
Yeah, cute red heifer. Is it a heifer or heifer?
So is that red heifer part of Playboy?
No, I don't think so. Well, yeah, there was that one episode or edition. They didn't have episodes back then. They had editions, pages. Page 13. 13 through 17 with the fold out.
So was each section of the fold out numbered?
I don't know. I never looked in the lower right-hand corner. Guess it could have had numbers on it. Not sure.
I don't know. It just kept saying 34DD. Man, you bring out the worst.
I know. That's what I'm here for.
We have an update on the Red Heifer. They have built the altar on the Mount of Olives and hummus. One of the major reasons that they attacked Israel in October was because of the Red Heifers, because the Dome of the Rock sits on the Temple Mount right now. And by doing this sacrifice of the Red Heifers, it is an all-out threat of being like, we're going to get rid of the Dome of the Rock and rebuild the temple. The Muslims were just like, no way.
It's a whole different narrative.
What are the potential implications of this being enacted?
The Dome of the Rock is completely sacred to the Muslim faith.
Yep.
And if that's destroyed, you will not only have every Muslim nation, you'll have every Muslim in the world. Well, it'll be like the Battle of Armageddon, which talks about all the nations rising up against Israel. It's crazy that they literally have a sacrifice altar built. And they said it'll happen
recently built?
By the time this comes out, they could have already done it because they said it'll happen any day between now and Passover, which is in the end of April. So I say all that just to be like, yo, just be ready for anything.
Well, there you go.
Wow. That's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
I'm thirsty listening.
So what's causing the big uproar was that these perfect red heifers, they can never have been yoked. They can't have one single white hair anywhere on their body. They have to be perfectly red. And the Jewish rabbis have been looking for a perfect red heifer because it has to be sacrificed to cleanse the tools so that the tools can be used to create the new temple on the Temple Mount to bring the return of Jesus. Well, that's where the Dome of the Rock is. And so that's the, Mecca for, all the Muslims. And that has to be destroyed or removed to build that. So these rabbis found a few perfect red heifers in Texas and back in October had them shipped over. As soon as that happened, Hamas attacked. And so they've already built the altar to sacrifice these heifers, and they're supposed to do it between now and Passover. And when that happens, that's why they say Iran's moving missiles right now, getting ready to attack, because they're not going to stand for that.
I mean, should I be worried? Because, I mean, we sacrificed a heifer last night. I mean, you did a great job on the ribeyes, by the way.
It wasn't a perfect one, but but it did get sacrificed.
It sure did.
That was a good steak.
That was a good steak.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the same thing.
No, not the same thing. So they
go ahead,
bleed the heifer and then burn it, and they mix the blood and the ashes together to cleanse the tools. All the ashes from the previous heifers.
Whoa. So how did you cleanse your tools last night before you did the ribeyes?
Dawn. They were found in containers buried with the Dead Sea Scrolls. So all the previous heifers that have ever been sacrificed were in the catacombs where they found the Dead Sea Scrolls. And this hasn't been done since the year 79 or what. It's been 2,000 years since one's ever been done.
What, the rabbi could not find a grill?
No, it's the idea of finding a perfect one.
Perfect grill?
A perfect. Never been yoked, not one. Like, they literally take magnifying glasses and go over every square inch of this cow looking for
there was
hair.
no yoking last night. I mean,
that was good. We told a couple good yokes.
Yeah, we did. But yeah, there was no yoking around on those steaks last night. And I'm not making fun of religion. I just
but once
never had a red heifer.
Once this new temple is built, whoever is the Antichrist, he is going to go into that temple and proclaim he is Jesus Christ. And that brings on Armageddon. So we're actually seeing what's supposed to kick off Revelations in the Bible. As soon as they sacrifice this red heifer, that begins the book of Revelations pretty much. All that stuff your grandmama taught you when you were growing up, we're seeing it happen. So,
well, she told me to wash my hands before I sat down and started eating a steak. I'll tell you that. I really wanted to put A1 on it last night, but I didn't. I ate that
thing gets a little bit of butter. That's it. Don't put steak sauce on the steak. That goes for something else.
What do you put steak sauce on?
We used to put it on drumfish.
Oh, I was thinking Legion steak.
Yeah. Yeah. Need a lot on that one.
Everybody gets a bottle of A1.
Yeah. You put enough of that shit on, you can eat a shoe.
A1 on one shoe, 57 on the other. Oh, man, I can't. Yeah, we should stop making fun of religion here.
I'm not. You are. I'm just stating the facts that I've found on the Weber nets. You're the one that's anyway.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna be standing next to me when that lightning bolt comes. Well, sure, the one playing with all the buttons and electricity. But anyways, no, it was a good steak last night. You know, speaking of red heifers.
Yeah. I don't know what color this one was. It came out of a box.
Came out brown.
Yeah.
And appreciate John's donation of his winnings.
Yeah. Yeah, our good friend John, he's been on a podcast several times. He won a raffle box of steaks. Didn't keep them long.
Not just long enough to thaw them out.
That's right.
And then we sacrificed them.
It was good.
Watched a really different movie. I was out of town last week on the airplane back, and can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. Land of the Bad or something like that.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, but it had Liam Hemsworth and Russell Crowe in it, and Russell Crowe is a 60-year-old Air Force captain in this thing. It's like, okay, with a beard. I mean, it's like a 60-year-old Air Force captain, drone pilot. And I'm like, really? I mean, it was so, I'm really trying not to use the D word, dumb, But
was it really bad?
it was bad. It was horrible.
It's got some decent actors in it.
Horrible. You know, it wasn't like he was a Navy captain or a Coast Guard captain, which is an 06. I mean, he may have been able to pull that off, but no, he's pulling off an 03. He's probably 275 pounds with a beard, 150. I mean, it's like, really? And his uniform's a Hawaiian shirt with captain bars. Here.
Oh, come on, dude. Who was in charge of the budget for costumes?
Well, and actors. I mean, today, I'm telling you, it was horrible. What does Hollywood come to?
Is Luke Hemsworth Chris Hemsworth's brother?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Liam, Luke, Chris.
There's 3 of them, huh?
Yeah, they're all brothers. But yeah, it was horrible.
Well, now I've got to watch it.
Yeah. It was like free on Prime or something like that. Thank God.
Yeah, the only thing worse than watching a terrible movie is paying for it.
Exactly. Wow, they're already in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
So we probably need to step
We
outside.
might need to go outside.
All right, let's take time out. TV time out.
TV timeout. Actually, I can't because the way I'm filming this.
Well, we just let it run and we'll walk outside and come back in.
Okay.
Bye. And we're back.
We're back. The sun's still out. Can't see shit here.
Fancy
Just
shit.
bright.
Yeah.
I swear, man, when you were kids, we used to have contests of who could stare at the sun the longest. You can't even kind of look at our sun no more. I think it's going into
The jokes are
supernova.
running. I mean, that's one thing my teachers always said, and I'm a little older than you, is like, don't stare at the sun.
The sun used to be like yellow when we were growing up. You could like look at the sun. Oh, yeah, it's bright. You'd squint a little bit. Now it's a laser. It's a white laser beam and like instantly cooks you. Can't even kind of look at the sun.
What in the world is in there, Colonel Taylor? What is he doing over there? Holy
sarsaparillas.
wow. This stuff's, but you got Billy over here hallucinating. There must be some kind of.
Yeah, but now it's like, it's way bright. Too bright.
So, anyways, yeah, we had a good Easter. We did a motorcycle ride.
We had a real good trip.
Yeah, we did.
We did a nice little circle loop of
Keystone Heights to St.
Yeah.
Augustine and back up to Fernandina Beach. Good ride, good groceries. I love the jalapeno bacon at the Orange Blossom.
yeah. That place is wonderful. Little biscuit and gravy, jalapeno bacon.
And
couple
Billy
of
goes
eggs.
in, hey, what would you like to eat? He takes the whole left side of the menu every time.
I said, I want all the breakfasts.
Yeah. Anyways.
You got the hangover fries or something. She
Yeah, I
brought
got the
the
hangover
basket of those 2 eggs were hanging over the side. I was like, good Lord, man. What, you want to eat all that?
Yeah, like tater tots, eggs,
Yeah.
some biscuit and gravy in it, and all
Put a
thrown
good
in a
dip
bowl.
in it, yeah.
That's what I like. Just mix it all up.
That's why I like all the stuffs. Put all of it together, except like pancakes. That's got to be separate off to the side. Pancakes can't infiltrate in on my grits and my hash browns and my eggs and bacon.
the sweet and the salty shouldn't mix.
That's right. I got to keep the sweet and the savory separated, but all the savories can just mix right on in together. That's fine.
Yeah.
Good with that.
Yeah, and then we did St. Augustine and then moseyed home. Kind of raced home. There was something going on. Somebody had to go to. Can't remember. Anyways, it was a good trip.
Yeah.
Well, we got coming. We don't have any motorcycle trips coming up or rides or anything.
That means we need to invent some.
Yeah, we got to invent some. Got some. I got a Rhode Island trip coming up and a Romania
Yeah. Are you going to be here the 20th
of.
this month?
Yeah.
So we're probably going to do, is it the 20th before I start talking? I think we're going to Savannah. Yeah.
Okay.
So not this weekend, but next weekend. We got a Legion ride up to Savannah.
Really?
Yeah.
What,
Just a little day trip.
a Legion ride?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can't still Plax in Georgia?
Yep. I know. Just a ride.
Just a ride.
Yeah.
I didn't think the Florida Legion riders left Florida.
Yeah, we'll venture out. We'll cross the border every once in a while. Just got to sneak back in.
I gotta get an oil change.
I'm waiting on you to continue to keep waiting until I get 2,000 more miles on mine. Then we can.
Well, technically, I got 900 more miles until it's actually due, but I wanted to stay at the 10,000 mile mark.
Yeah.
It's actually due at 11 because you do the first oil change at 1,000 for the break-in. But
if you do yours at 11, I'll do mine at 9.
Well, that'd just screw it all up. That's some crazy math.
Just get them all done at the same time.
That's fine. I mean, how far are you off from 9?
700 miles, something like that.
So basically, we go to Savannah and come back, and everybody gets an oil change.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's time. I got a couple other things I need to get done too.
Mine's actually okay. So
I'm getting like there's crash bars installed.
Oh, you're going for a real oil change. So you're getting the front crash bars or the rear crash bars?
Yep, both of them.
Oh,
yeah.
So he
can't have one without the other, I don't think.
So he wants to go back to that lock and lean safety course we went to with more preparation.
I'm going to go for that for the third time. Yeah. And I'll be more committed, I think. I'm overly cautious right now when I take those slow speed operation classes. I'm going to, knock on wood, I haven't dropped it yet. Close.
Anyways. All right. Well, heck, fire. Let's see. You got a marker?
Yeah, man. Let's rate this bourbon.
You got a marker? I don't. Oh, wait a minute. I might have one over here.
Got one?
Yeah, I think so. Probably doesn't write because half these shit's dried up.
Let's see.
Oh, mine writes. Yay. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, we're grading now, huh?
Yeah.
We're going straight to the grading, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, it's been a while since Billy done some math, so challenge.
Oh, damn it.
All right, sir. Who's going first?
I'll take this one.
All right.
I like this one. It comes in a little strong. After it waters down, though, it's got a really great flavor to it. And after doing a little research.
Oh, so he's grading it on history.
Yeah, and grading it on history. I'm giving E.H. Taylor a 6.5.
Oh. Well, I heard your history. It was somewhat impressive. I give you that. But I can't grade flavor on history. Sorry.
I just know they're doing it right.
But again, they got other bourbons, but it doesn't necessarily tell me that Colonel Taylor here is getting it done right. I'm not just saying.
It's charred in those barrels that was burnt in the fire.
So comes in strong. Again, that's the 100 proof. I'm sure it's comes in even after it's watered down, and here it's watered down. The flavor still didn't appeal to me. So I'm going to go with a 4.5 on this one.
4.5.
Yeah. But if you can't do this one, he's doing long division, people.
Let's see. Huh.
Our audience is like, oh my God, just use the calculator on the phone.
That comes up to a 5.5. Nailed it. Yeah, my math is rusty. Couldn't do that one in the head.
Oh, man.
Man, some podcasts, they flow like butter. Some struggle like.
Oh, we're going down a bumpy road with a flat tire.
But it was still fun, man.
That's always fun. We could probably get better if we had a sponsor. We could do it more regular.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
A sponsor. Hello, sponsor.
Reach out to us at info@It's the Bourbon Talking Podcast.
And I'm telling you, Colonel Taylor, you reach out to us and sponsor us. I mean, I'll round it up to a 5.
It's not going to happen. He died years ago. Anyway.
Well, yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one.
Hey, and don't forget, Jimmy Dubberly, Port Authority, District 2. Thank you, guys.
Cast your vote today, or not today. When's the vote? Yeah.
It's in August.
Cast your vote in August. We'll see you then.
He's killing
Out
me.
here.
Out.